Hello and welcome. My name is Mary Hunter. I'm chair of the Clatsop County Democrats. Thanks for coming today. We're excited to get this opportunity to know you a little bit better. So please tell me your name and the position you're running for.
Hi, Mary. My name is Mimi Rose, and I'm running for City Council Ward 4 in Astoria, and
Great.
looking forward to it.
Awesome. And what has moved you to take on this role in the community?
Well, I hope to join the council. I've been going to the council meetings since 2020 and rarely missing one. It was a privilege to move to Astoria in 2015, and we moved to Upper Town and have lived there since then. Our house was vacant for 5 years before moving in, and we've brought it back to life. Um, my platform that I'm most excited about is regarding safety, and that's working with ODOT to reduce speeds on Leif Erikson Drive, aka Highway 30.
Wow.
Um, I'd like to I'd like to restart the idea of a truck bypass. I'd like to make sure that the lights are finished all the way to Pier 39 on the Riverwalk, and all of those things are relating to businesses in Upper Town need to be supported and recognized. And I don't feel that that is happening at the moment. And so that is my major concern for all of those things. Um, that's what prompted me to run.
Yeah, this is probably the first time in these interviews that I've had kind of a visceral reaction to an answer, but I also live in Upper Town and I hear the ambulances all the time,
All the time.
life
We
flights.
mhm. We live on 45th, and almost once a month there's an accident in front of the house of somebody runs into the back of somebody else because someone is crossing the street and someone is going too fast and causes an accident. And I think that part that is a big part of the safety issue is the speeds that are happening on the highway. I have tried in the past to talk to people about getting one of those speed limit signs that flash, and not I was not successful in that. So hopefully in the position on the council, I'll at least have more of a status to be able to talk to somebody eye to eye and get some recognition for us in Upper Town.
Hmm. Um, what experience or background do you have that you feel prepares you for this position?
Well, I'm currently and have been on the budget committee for Astoria City, and have worked with the latest budget on that was just passed. Um, I was a corporate banker for many years, so involved with um, helping people recognize their potential, and working also with finance.
Okay. And for Astoria, affordable housing is a huge issue in our communities, all over the North Coast, but especially in Astoria, I think. What are your thoughts on ways to increase the availability of affordable housing for Astorians?
I think that workforce housing is definitely a must. I think that my caveat to that is that parking needs to be included in the development of workforce housing. Astoria does not have public infrastructure for a bus system, so people need to have a place to park their car. Very few people out this way don't have cars, and so there needs to be a place for that to happen. Um, I think that developers could be offered incentives to to create the housing developments needed. I think that, and also clearly, all types of housing are needed. Everything from the low income housing to housing for the new doctors that are coming in for the extension of CMH.
Great.
We have 200 acres that are up near Emerald Heights that could be developed. And there's no reason that it can't be developed, except that a developer and the city cannot come to terms with what it's going to take to make that happen. I would like to see the developer and the city be put in a room and not be let out until there's a yes answer. And I think it can be done.
Hmm. Do you have any more information about what efforts have been made to develop that in the past? Like, have they just fallen through, or?
Yeah, they have, because the reason for it is because no one could decide who would pay for the infrastructure, the sewer, the all of the necessity of the power to get to the place, and the developer was unwilling to take that on themselves, and the city was unwilling to pay for it, and so there was a seemed to be a standoff. And so I do think that there is a way of doing it, and I just think it needs to be a little bit more creative, because that's where the development is can be done easily enough, and it's going to be going to the east because there's no concern of landslides. Um, the land is not in a wetland, and so all of those things make it really approachable to be able to do it. It's just a matter of coming to a financial agreement, I think.
And potentially related to affordable housing, another big issue in our community is development along our beautiful and productive waterfront. Can you tell me a little bit about what you would like to see happen along the waterfront?
I would like to make sure that everything is that people can still see, and that it's not built up along the waterfront to create a barrier from the reason that we all moved here. There's the reason that we're here is to be able to enjoy our beautiful river and to be able to see it and appreciate it and live by it and worship it. And I want to make sure that there's no buildings that are going to be side by side that is going to take away that amazing view.
And that's all I have for my prepared questions. So is there anything you would like to add?
Um, no, I feel very strongly about running for this position. I know that when Tom Hilton said that he wasn't going to run again, I kind of picked his brain as to what he was working on and what he wanted to see finished. Um, and we talked at great length about it. And I have a firm idea on what direction that and also with Stacy Stahl, who is instrumental in Pier 39, and Floyd Holcomb, and we've all been talking at length about what needs to be done, what we would like to see happen in Upper Town, how to go about doing it. As an example, our hotels have been paying hotel tax at an extraordinary amount. I'm talking about the Hampton and Best Western and Crest have all been paying an amazing amount of taxes, and they're really not getting anything for it. Especially when it came to the point of the lights, when they said that the lights on the Riverwalk were not going to go as far as Pier 39, and yet the hotels have been paying tax on it for all of these years for safety reasons, because people can't see when it starts getting dark, and that's a major concern, especially when winter comes so fast here. And so I want to make sure that those lights are finished, and that is my number one um, concern.
Okay, well, it was very nice meeting you.
Thank you for the time with the interview, and I hope to be the counselor for Ward 4.
Okay, well, I will see you around. Have a
Thank
good
you.
day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.